Boys and girls, we're going to be looking at lesson 48, page 216, 217 in your workbook. Follow along with me as I'm looking at the learn part. This is an abbreviation is a short form of a word that begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Most abbreviations use most abbreviations only in special kinds of writing, such as addresses. So titles of respect is your Mr., Mrs., and Doctor. Remember, you have a period at the end, capital letter, period, capital letter, period, capital letter. You have your businesses, you have capital C, and then you have your period, capital C, and period for company or corporation. And then in addresses, you have the abbreviation, and it has written out for your reference for what each one stands for. Months and days of the week, same thing, capital letter, period, capital letter, period. And then in initials, an initial is abbreviation for a first or middle name, and initial is written as a capital letter followed by a period. So in Eric Paul, you have capital E period, and then capital P period. And then Rayanne, you have Ray, and then capital A period as your middle initial. And you can think about initials also for your Clover login. You have last name, first name, middle initial. You normally would have that capitalized. That's what it's talking about, your initials. Next, you have city names used with zip codes have two-letter abbreviations. Capitalize both letters, but don't use a period. So Florida is being FL, and you would not have a period. Same thing with Georgia and South Carolina. All right. So let's go ahead and look down at your practice. I would make sure that you're referring back to the chart to help you in any way. Fairmont is written, has a capital letter. It's a place. We're looking at avenue. So going back up here, avenue, you would have capital A, V, E, period. Number 2. You have Dr. Vivian B. Jane. So you have Doctor, period, and then Vivian, of course, and then capital B, and then the last name. All right. And then you have Mr. Tom A. Chase, Mr., period, Tom, A, capital A, period, and then Chase. Then you have a road. So going back over here to road, it is 117 Salisbury. And then capital R, D, period. Then you have Feb for February. F-E-B, period. I want you to try 6 through 10. Continue that practice of referring back to the lesson every time. Make sure that you're practicing that. So on your end of unit test, you're practicing exactly how you're going to take the test. All right. Let's look at a little bit more practice. Over here it says follow the directions in parentheses to change each item. Write the item using capital letters and periods correctly. The first one is done for you. And of course you have Barbara Ann Miller. And so you have capital B period, capital A period, and then capital M for Miller. And it says just use 2 initials, and that's how they came up with that answer. Next, it says use an abbreviation. So it says 88 Kings Boulevard. All right, so you are going to write the 88 and then Kings. And then Boulevard, as you remember, over here, Boulevard is written as B-L-V-D, period. So, B-L-V-D, period. Next one is Dr. Emerson Gray. And it says use an abbreviation. So for this one, you are going to do doctor instead of this doctor. You are going to use the actual abbreviation for doctor, which is your D and then R. And then Emerson Gray. Okay. And then try the rest for your homework. It will be 4 through 12 tonight. Just following directions. Whatever it asks you to do, go ahead and use abbreviations. So for this one abbreviation, you're going to make an abbreviation for Sunday and Thursday. If you have any questions, bring them to class. Good luck.